Good morning. It is, I believe, the 19th of July, around there. Just moving the cows into a spot that they've never grazed this time of year. It's in this little opening here was all spruce trees, and they were cut down a few years ago, and then we planted some native mix here. So like what this cow right here is eating is native wild rye. So it could be Virginia wild rye or Canadian wild rye. There's a lot of warm seasons, so that's a cool season plant. There's a lot of warm seasons on this side. It's basically all warm season grasses. There's a lot of weeds. Pricker bushes actually is really the only thing that I would say as far as weeds, like whatever this pricker is on the other side. So I wanted the cows to graze this, that way I can bush hog it afterwards. Because I've never bush hogged it during the growing season, usually just at the end of the year to let these natives get established. But they're very well established. As you can see, there's a lot of forage in here. As far as maybe the tonnage, like look at that cow there, the forage on the backside of her, how tall it is. And that's all native. Native, mostly warm season grasses. So, and then this is the chip pile from all of the slash that was from the trees, and it has subsided substantially because it was pretty big. Still is pretty big, but well, this is a cool little plant. I wonder what this thing is. Look at this spiky thing. See that? Wouldn't want to eat that. Look at the spikes on it. Although they're not really hard. It's pretty cool. I'll have to see what that is. Yeah, so we got some nice switch grass right here. This is switch grass going to seed. Got some big blue stem back there, that tall one. This blue stem right here. There's probably what we're gonna see there. There's probably Indian grass in here, but it's too early for that. Wild rye. This is the wild rye. As you can see, it looks like rye. So we'll see. I want them to kind of hammer this pretty good. I was gonna lock them in here, but I cleared this area here this winter. If you see in the videos, I should do a fly over with my drone to show you the end result. But I seeded it, and the grass is decent in there, and I was gonna bush hog it because there's a lot of weeds or undesirable species, and so I was like, well, let's just fence it off with some single wire, put the cows in there for a day. They were in there for 2 days just to eat what's there, and then I'll bush hog it. Same thing here. So, but anyways, there's water at the top, so they got to walk back for water. Otherwise, I would have brought the water down and then locked them in here very tight. But they haven't even been drinking water because it's a ways up there, but they're on the other side. I had to get them to go under some of my two-wire perimeter fence, and it took them a long time. They don't like to go under it. There's a big psychological barrier. They do not want to go under it. But I got them to go under it to come in here because I don't have a gate, for that fence. And I put the water. I left the wire up in the air, and I put the water on the other side of the wire. So they have to go under it to go back to water. And for 2 days, they haven't gone under there. I can't tell. I haven't been up there yet, but I don't think they've gone back. And I want them to get used to going under it because I have to get them back under it to get them to the next field. So worst case scenario, I'll have to wind it up. That way they can, it's not there. I'll just reel it up and then put some single wire, make a laneway for where I want them to go. But I was surprised. Although this grass is very green and vegetative, so I'm sure there is higher water content in it, so they might not need as much water, but I'm sure they could use it. So yeah, we got some forage out there. I was thinking there'd be half a day here, but I'm gonna give them just on the other side of this cow, I have my fence set up. So I'm gonna give them that till noon, maybe a little more till like 6, and then maybe I'll open it up, give them the rest. So I give them about half of it today, basically. And it just goes to where that tree line is down there. And then give them that for the night, just so they get a little more animal impact. What's up, buddy? Bambi, you guys like this? Big mountain. So, yeah, they were balking at me this morning, like they were hungry, but they look real good. And they could also be ornery because they don't have any water, or they haven't drank any water. So I'm gonna go up there and see. If they did, maybe I could move it a little closer, but I would just like them to go under it. I know that plenty of people have trained their cows to, they have fence risers, so on a timer, so whenever time they select, the fence rises up and the cows go under it, and then they can walk back to water. So they can be trained to go under fences. These calves this year really are just looking excellent. I love them. Like I've said a million times, they're a little bigger at birth than you would like, but I mean, right now they are just beautiful, and they're very friendly. Yeah, good. You good? It's there, buddy. Go get it for you. I'll get it for you. What do you cows think of this? It's funny when they go into a place they've never been before, how you can just tell they're curious. So most of the moms have been here for like half a day. One time I had to move them. I have a field on the other side of those tree lines. You can see through the clearing, or through the woods. You can see the clearing. So usually when I get them to that field, on the way back, I'll kind of put them in here for half a day while I take the fence down and then set the fence up and move them up there. So they have been in this spot before, and also they've walked. I've done cattle drives through here, but they've never been in here. This was all woods and slash and weeds and whatnot, brush. So when they first came in from the top, when they walked in, you could tell they were all very curious on, they'd never been there, but they ate it down pretty good. So I've got to go, and I'm gonna bush hog it just to get the prickers down. It's really the only thing. I don't know what kind of prickers those are, but it's just prickers. Get them down, and even with the cows having grazed that, it just it makes it a lot easier to bush hog. You know, where there's rocks, where there's not rocks. If there's a stump, there shouldn't be any stumps, but it just makes it seems like it goes a lot faster after they've gone through and eaten. So this guy, he's just beautiful. I mean, he is gorgeous. Gorgeous. He would be a nice stud. So this is them out here grazing. So I got some more fence to set up, and maybe we'll see what this looks like by the time they're done. They're not gonna hammer this because I don't have them locked in here, so they can't. I'm sure they're gonna eat, and they're gonna probably go lay over there or something. If you locked them in here, they'd be forced to trample it all. But so they're not gonna hammer it real good. I'm gonna still have to bush hog it because of all those, like all this right here. It's all prickers. So, but with that, I think I'll get out of here. So thanks for watching.